Jimmy, I'm expecting same lineup tonight or maybe a change or two?
No, Keel's going to go in. Yeah, he got a pretty short night in Winnipeg. Tough coming in that building. But he's going to get in there tonight. We'll probably get him out there a little bit more.
Do you feel like a guy like that could be maybe a little better adjusted to the NHL style of play, pace, all that kind of stuff now that he's experienced it once before?
Well, he's had one game, right? He didn't play that much, but he had one game. I would think that he's going to be better. He's had a chance to be around the team, have some warm-up skates and all that kind of thing. So the difference, too, we probably won't play him in center tonight. We played him in center in Winnipeg. He'll probably get some shifts on the wing.
Workman-like comes to mind when I look back to last night's game. It seemed like there was a nice process there. You agree with that?
Well, I thought so until we took the penalty, and then everything changed. It got a little hairy there, and it was, a tough call. Like Liz couldn't do anything about it. It was the right call, but then we got on our heels and got a little bit scrambly. Good thing we had two guys make a couple big plays, and that's finishing the goals, but also the play that Liz made to stop what would have been a real good chance for them and for get us going the other way.
I heard your comment after the game. When we were doing the game, like Fiala's goal was huge.
No, we needed that. Yeah, we needed that. They had us on our heels. We had it kind of at a pretty good pace where we felt like we were in pretty good control, and they got their legs going. They took it to another level, and we weren't quite ready to get there at that point of the game.
Anything?
Go ahead. Oh, okay. Is there anything you're seeing on the PK lately? The numbers have dropped a little bit, but is there anything that has concerned you that needs to be addressed?
No, I don't think so. If there's one thing I think we can do better, it's face-offs. We're having a tough time in the circle, so you're not getting your clears. Usually when we stand, we might stand 50% of the time, we send them back the other way. Well, if you're not winning the face-offs, getting that first clear, you're spending more time in your zone than you need to be, and just giving them more opportunities to throw pucks. So I would say that's the biggest thing. If there's one thing that we can probably improve, would be our face-offs in the penalty kill.
On the inverse, is that maybe something that's really helped on the power play, is getting to start those possessions in the offensive zone?
Yeah, I mean, sure, it works the exact same way for us because it gives us those opportunities, right? So all these things, they're all tied together, the face-offs, the entries. And once you lose a face-off, get shot down on either side of it, puck goes down the ice, you try and get in, you don't get in. That disrupts the power play so much, especially the top power play units. They usually they get frustrated. And so if you can't do that, then those guys get rolling and they start to feel good, and it makes it hard on either team.
Trevor's hat trick got him to 29. Mm-hmm. Is 30 a magical number? Do you think that matters? Do you think it matters to the player? Does it matter to an organization?
Well, I mean, I believe so. There's 20, there's 25, there's 30. You start getting into that range, you've had a heck of a season. And so, especially in today's game where it is pretty hard to score, and you don't see as many 50-goal scorers. So I think it's a great number. I mean, I'm sure you would have told him he was happy at 20. He was happy at 25. We don't know what's left. We're sure glad he got him last night, but wherever he ends up, he's had a heck of a season thus far.
He talked about the goals and being on track to play 82 games as kind of being a validation after how hard last year was for him. I mean, how big of a piece is he when he's contributing this regularly and just available every night?
Well, I think he, and I wasn't here the year before, he really got himself going, and I thought he had a really good first half last year, and then, really got slowed down. Came back and played, but I don't believe he was 100%. Still was an important player for us, but to me, he's taken his game to another level again this year. He doesn't cheat you. He earns everything he gets, so he's one of the, our favorite or most trusted defensive players, and then when you can score on top of that, you really add a lot of value to the team.
Back to conversation yesterday morning about read and react. The Fiala pass on the power play goal, that was a stretch pass. That's read and react, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's him playing hockey there for sure. That's not what our set entry would be, but those guys, when they're on the ice, if they see something, take it. You can't take that away from them for sure. So good entry, and then Kopi's got his patience. He finds RV on the other side, and all of a sudden we've got our possession, and then you give yourself a chance again. And so, the stretch when our power play wasn't scoring as much, I think the biggest issue was our entries. We talked about that, just not getting in, not giving yourself opportunities to make plays. So, yeah, it was a nice play. Kevin was good all night, by the way. Kevin had one of his strongest defensive games of the night. Kevin, was really going back through the game again. Took a hit to make a play, put pucks in a different side, back check. Like he really had himself a game.
You think with 7 games left, you might have the luxury of paring down, let's say, Kopitar's or Doughty's minutes a little bit to save them a little for something with the playoffs?
We're in a playoff race right now. Is the way we all feel. We're in a playoff race. We're playing hard. We're playing and doing what we can to win games. The one thing is with 11-7, when we had 4 centers, it's difference with 11-7 and 3 centers. So that, and a penalty killer out too. So that's why some of those guys will probably have a little bit more.